Alrighty, so when you first join the server, you're going to be handed basically this inventory that I have here. You have all the items in your hotbar, and then all these items in your inventory as well. Your first thing you're going to notice is your Notion MC guide. If you do not understand something in this video, if I do not cover something fully, check this guide out because it should help you out pretty greatly. And if it's still not covered, we'll address that at the end of the video, but you can put a comment below. You have your stone items, some food, your claiming item, we'll go over here in a second, and just the remainder of your starting gear to make things hopefully a little bit easier for you. When you first join, you also have a balance of 50 Notion cash, and as you play and as we learn more about the game, we'll move forward from there. So a big thing with Notion is your balance and the economy itself, which we'll address first. So you can check your balance by doing /bow. As you see, I have 74 Notion cash there in the bottom left as it shows. If I do /bow top, I can view whoever has the most balance on the server. It looks like Uni does with 900 Notion cash. Ultimately, one of the goals that a lot of people strive for is become the #1 or the richest person on the server. And by doing that, you sell items, which we're going to go ahead and go into now. So you can make Notion cash by doing /vote and voting. Every time you vote, you get 25 Notion cash. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Another way you can make Notion cash is by doing /AH, which is the auction house, and selling items on the auction house. As you see, this person has 64 caught up for 50 Notion cash. If I were to left click, I would buy this for 50 Notion cash, removing 50 Notion cash from my balance. Okay, now say I want to sell something on here. I can sell this shovel here for on the auction house with AH space sell, excuse me, 10. Now what that says is I'm going to sell that shovel that was just in my hand for 10 Notion cash. If I do /AH, you'll see that shovel on the marketplace, and whenever someone buys it, that money will be added to my account. Now there's a chance that that item could be on the auction house for a very long time without someone buying it. So price your items reasonably with the understanding that the economy, or with the understanding of the economy on the server. Another way you can earn Notion cash is by making player shops. Over here we have an admin shop. Essentially what a player shop is the same exact thing. You'll have a chest here, sign on the chest or above the chest saying what you're selling. So in this case, I'm selling 1 cooked beef for 10 Notion cash. That's how that works. Pretty straightforward. That is much better covered in this detailed book here. So if you have any other questions about that, you'll see the player shop section, and it'll actually give you a better example of how the sign will be laid out. So your name, the amount you're selling, the price at which you're selling, and what the item is called. Very straightforward and simple, so refer to your Notion guide for that. Another way to earn Notion cash is through our bounty system. Right now, I imagine there's probably not too many bounties as the server is very new, but you can do /bounties. And here, whenever a bounty is posted, you can actually look and hover over it. And if you see a player has a bounty, say John's here for 50 Notion cash, hover over it, you're like, oh, okay, John's got bounty. Now you can go out and hunt down John. If you kill him, you get 50 Notion cash, as well as his head. His head doesn't sell for anything unless you sell it on the auction house, but his head is kind of like a little decorative extra feature for killing him and finding him while he has a bounty on him. It's pretty cool. So that's another way you can do it. Now, if you want to set your own bounty, you can do /bounty. I believe it's just set, but yeah. So bounty, the name, so SYH, and then the amount you want to set it for. I could set a bounty for 200 on him if I have 200 Notion cash to spend, which I do not. And the person that kills him would get the money that's placed on his head. Now, taking a step back here, another way that we mentioned is voting. So we'll go over voting again here in a bit, but let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Next topic is guilds. As you know, Notion is, or as you may or may not know, Notion is a guild server. So what that means is we've got a plugin which allows you to team with teammates, create a guild /team, and work together to conquer and become the #1 guild. So if you do /guild space create space blue team, that will create a guild named Blue Team under your leadership. So if I do that, I'll have to confirm it with /guilds confirm, and now I've created the Blue Team guild. Now I can do /guild space invite. Now let's say I want to invite SYH, I can invite him using that, and he can take an invite. You can have up to 5 players in your guilds, no more than 5. So that is how that process works. Also with guilds, you can do /guilds space prefix space the prefix you want. In my case, I'm gonna make it blue. And now when I type in chat, you'll see before my staff rank, I have the word blue because that's the prefix I've set for the guild, or for my guild. Anyone on the blue team guild will actually have that prefix as well. Another cool feature with guilds is you can set homes with guilds. Say my guild base is over, let's just say, let's go out in the wild for this. To get to the wild, if you're unfamiliar, you walk down this path and you enter this portal here, invisible portal. It's supposed to simulate like you're walking out into the wilderness. Here's the wild. So now if I do /guild space bolt, I can place an item in here, and anyone in my guild can actually grab items out of here or place items in here using that command that I just demonstrated. Another cool feature, you can do /guild space set home. Now anyone in your guild that does guild home will be placed at this location. That's a pretty cool feature too. So that's just setting your guild home. You can delete your guild home with /guild space del home. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on, well, we'll continue with deleting our guild. So we can delete our guild with /guild space delete and guilds confirm. And now I've deleted the blue team guild. Anyone in it before is now out of it. Something to note is if you're not in the same guild as someone, you're not considered on the same team, therefore you can PvP them. However, if you are in the same guild as someone, you cannot PvP them. Fun little fact for you. If you have any questions about guilds, post in the comments below, asking one in game, or you can do /guild space help, and it'll give you a very good rundown and walkthrough of how to actually use the guilds command. So that's that. You also have a guild's bank, but it's not a big deal, and you can put money in it and you can share money amongst the guilds. But take a look at that using /guild space help. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into claiming. So say I wanna make this my home. Say I finally found out where I wanna live, tired of dying to people, I'm ready to just calm down, or I'm tired of killing everybody, I'm now ready to calm down. What you can do is take your gold shell out and you can claim your land. Now as you see in the bottom left there, I can claim 2,617 blocks. So I can right click this block, I'll go to the opposite corner because everything between is now mine. Anything within these gold or glowstone blocks is now considered my land. Only I can edit anything in here. I can open the chest. There's no PvP in here, and other people cannot do anything in here. Essentially, this is my land. Now, say if I want to allow people, like in my guild, to be able to build here and operate within here, you could do /trust space. Let's say he's in my guild, the name of the person, and press enter, and now they have all the same permissions as I do. Okay, now say I don't want them here anymore, I can do /untrust space their name, and now and click enter. Now they would no longer have any permissions in here. So that's something important. If you remove someone from your guild, make sure to untrust them from your claims as well. Another cool feature here, well, the other feature with this, I should say, is subdividing. I can actually subdivide this claim up into mini claims. I'm not going to go into a video on that, but if you're interested in that, check out, just Google, well actually, just put it in the comments below and I'll help you out. Maybe I'll make a video on that. That's a highly requested thing. Now say I'm coming around, walking around the world here, and I'm just running around here, and all of a sudden I run into this area here and I realize, oh, I can't do anything here, it's claimed. I wonder who it's claimed by. Well, I can right click with a stick, it'll outline the claim and tell me who it was claimed by and when they're last logged on. So if I'm curious, and maybe I build here and an enemy base builds over there, I can run across with my stick, see who's there, and see when I can expect them again, and how I can eliminate them essentially. You can't do anything to get rid of their claim, but you can, however, kill them repeatedly. So it's kind of a fun little thing there for you guys and girls. And now to get rid of this claim, and I want to get my claim box back, and say if I want to move, all I have to do is abandon claim, click enter, it's now gone. This land is free range, and you can go on your way with your 2,617 claim blocks. And so that is your claiming guide. Now, we've covered pretty much the two main things I wanted to cover, which is claiming and guilds. There's not much to this server. It's a very simple server as it was designed, but we're going to go ahead and go into the voting section now, as voting is a very important way to earn Notion cash. So let's go ahead and go down here. If you do /vote, like I mentioned before, and you go to the vote links, so if I do /vote, I click this link by left clicking it, it'll take me to, I'll just open it up for you. It will take me to the Notion MC voting site. Once here, scroll down, you can click this vote link. You can click vote. You can type your Minecraft username in. Click I'm not a robot, because you're not a robot. Click vote. Now if we head back over to the Notion server here, you'll see in the bottom left, here sometime relatively soon hopefully, it'll say that you have voted for the server. Okay, so I voted for the server, and I've been giving 25 Notion cash and one vote key. So now if I go in my inventory, you'll see you have a vote key. You can take this vote key over to this vote chest. You can open this crate here. Now if you punch the crate, you'll see these are all your potential rewards, one of which including a rare key. Now if I get this rare key, I can open the rare crate. The only way to get a rare key is by voting. So if I right click here, click yes, and now I apparently got a cake, so now I can eat this cake if I wanted to, which we'll go ahead and do. You can't place this down in spawn normally, but I have permission to, so we're good. And that's ultimately how that works. Now you can do that 2 more times every day, and you'll see that your balance increases. Balance is now 99, and your items will increase as you open the crate. Alright, now the final thing I'm going to cover here is well actually I have 2 things, but the second to last thing I'm going to cover is setting your home. So this is a really basic task, a really basic, easy to follow technique. So say I roam and I get out to here or whatever, and I'm like, wow, this is a cool area, I want to set my home here, this is really nice, which actually is really cool. I can do, after claiming it or whatever, you can do /set home space home. Now for whatever reason, if I ever want to get back here, I can run out here, I can do /home home, it'll take me back here. I can do that one more time. Let's say I just found a mob spawner right here, and I want to set home here, I can do /set home. We call it spawner. Now I could go /home home to return to my previous home. I can go /home spawner, return back to my spawner home. So if I want to delete a home, I can do /del home home and del home spawner. I'm actually gonna remove this other one as well. And that's how you set homes and manage homes. And the final thing I'm gonna cover here is the website. I want to do that very briefly. Yes, so the Notion MC website is a very simple website, which is how it was intended and designed to be. You have your Discord on your right here. If you want to join Discord, all you gotta do is click this little thing here. It'll take you to Discord. You'll be invited into Discord. Important announcements are posted here. There's not many important announcements out right now. You can read the full post on this one if you're really interested. You have access to your form section here. You can view all the forms, basic forms. So these are your 4 categories that are most important, and ban appeal if you get banned for whatever reason. You have bugs, you report a server lag issue. So for example, this guy's reporting lag. I imagine this was just him lagging because there wasn't many people on time, but we can look farther into that, which is what we'll do. Recruit for your team here. This guy's team is named Mindcom, and pretty cool thing there. So he's recruiting. Another thing you can do is view the server rules, basic rules, that you always want to check out. You can also access the vote sites as previously mentioned, and the server store if you want to donate to the server and purchase a rank. And we have, I believe, 3 ranks here. It's really simple. You don't get anything that adjusts your gameplay in any way. You just get strictly cosmetic effects, some cool chat effects, and just really basic stuff. So that's that. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below, as we will make sure we cover everything we possibly can. Of course, as time goes on, updates will be added to Notion, and for those updates, I plan on doing update videos, especially when they're more severe, or not severe necessarily, but more game-changing updates. With that being said, hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and hopefully I see you guys all on Notion, have the opportunity to slay you all using my guild Boot Gang on my alt account. And if I don't have the pleasure of doing that, let me know so I can hunt you down and get you. Just kidding, everybody. Hopefully you guys have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever it is. I don't know. Good morning. And with that being said, I will see you all later.